Howdy folks, we're jumping right into it today. We're going to go ahead and do the quest Fallen for the Jedi Knight storyline. So, for this one, we are heading all the way over here into the upper northwestern quadrant, and we are looking for this guy, Korriban's Flame Station. We're going to go ahead and travel there. And once we click on the holo terminal, or the scene just loads up, the first cutscene will start.
This is Station Korriban's Flame to unidentified vessel. You have violated Imperial space. Submit your security clearance or be destroyed.
You said I could leave this to you. Go ahead.
Transmitting clearance code now.
Stand by while I... We're so pleased you're here, Grand Moff. You'll find our security airtight.
That is unlikely.
I've cleared a docking bay for you. Please proceed with your landing, sir.
For the moment, they believe I am Grand Moff Fresh. But this ruse will not hold. Prepare to kill everyone.
We'll infiltrate the station quietly. By the time the Imperials realize they've been lied to, we'll have what we need.
The docking bay will be swarming with honor guards for the Grand Moff. When you emerge from the ship instead, you'll find them disappointed. Don't waste any time. Destroy the enemy while we have the
Scourge is
armor
pretty
supplies.
hardcore, man. He is definitely a Sith. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to jump out of the ship in the airlock here. We have a few guys to fight, not very many. This is a very short area and a very short quest. Alrighty, so you can even see on the map here, I mean, we really only have a few rooms to get to. So this goes pretty quick.
Your record, boss.
Nice. We got a rank 5 companion weapon gift. Whoa. That was intense. Alright guys, that was the power of focused defense in a nutshell. I nearly died. That was close. Wow. Alright. Jeez. So just be aware as you come around that corner, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these guys are going to be shooting at you all at the same time. I used up Saber Ward on the previous pull, which I probably should save for here. But that's it. That's all the bad guys you have to face here. And now we have our cutscenes. Oh, wait, excuse me. We do have
Right on time.
Leeha to face.
You're practically
You
a
may
droid.
remember her. She was with us when we attacked
I knew
the
if I
Emperor.
applied the right stimulus, you couldn't resist coming here.
Something's wrong with Leeha. She's not herself. She tricked me.
Jomar was chasing proof you'd fallen to the dark side. He fell into my trap like a greedy child. You were just as easy.
The Emperor is dominating your mind. Resist him.
Please, don't hurt her. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Poor boy. You think you love me. But what we shared in secret on Tython was only a shadow of true passion.
Gasp!
Obviously weren't doing it right.
I'll show you true
Oh, I love
extraordinary.
Kira Carson.
But first things first.
I don't want to hurt you. If you care about Jomar, surrender.
Surrender is for the weak. Jomar had that option. You don't. You remember the meaties? I gave my little droid friends a few upgrades I think you'll enjoy. Briefly.
So now you can see instead of having those square heads, they actually look like Imperial probes.
Stop! 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 Stop!
A lot of times you're say
Where are
you
we?
beat someone senseless, but we
Leeha,
actually beat the
it's
sense
me.
back into her.
You're going to be all right.
My poor droids. How did we get here?
You've been under the Emperor's control. You tortured Jomar and tried to kill me.
Of course, if she
No,
was faking it, then I just totally
that's
gave her
not
the story to
possible.
tell us back.
No. I can feel the Emperor's presence. He hates you. The things he made me do.
Come home to Tython. Master Satil will help you. I have no right to ask you for anything, but the Council doesn't need to know about us. Please, keep our relationship to yourself.
Alright guys, I'm going straight. I romance Kira Carson every single time on this character. I am no one to judge. I always go with option number 2. Feel free to roleplay that however you want. If you want to be the biggest hypocrite in the universe and you've been romancing one of your companions, totally cool. I've actually done that before on my Jedi Consular for other things. But anyway, for this one I'm going to go with option 2.
I don't agree with the Council's ban on Jedi falling in love.
Understatement of the millennium.
Thank you. I'm sorry for all of this. I was wrong about you. My mission wasn't a total failure. I overheard Leeha delivering orders from the Emperor to a high-ranking Sith Lord. I couldn't hear details, but I know someone named Lord Fulminus went on a secret mission to the planet Voss.
Just what we needed. Better tell Master Satil.
I'll take Leeha home. Thank you for saving her. Us.
Alrighty, let's get back to our ship's terminal. This is pretty fast. But that's it. That is pretty much the end of this quest for Fallen. It's really just an intermediary step to get you caught up with the people that you used to work with that were also captured by the Emperor. And I'll let you know that you have to go to Voss now. So, yeah. Thankfully, sometimes, like I said, they don't all have to be ridiculously long fetch quests like that third one was on Belsavis. Oh my gosh. Or it's just objective after objective. Sometimes they're just nice and short and just move along the story. A lot of times, what you'll see with the, characters that are bosses for planets, they're usually tied to somebody in the storyline. So in this particular instance, we actually had some guy from the Sith Empire to fight at the end of Belsavis. But for the next 2 planets, we're not just looking at guys like Lord Fulminus. We'll also be trying to catch up with what happened with Warren Sidoru and Tol Braga.
Welcome back, Master. Your vessel is
They're not always necessarily bosses, but they may be sometimes a sub-boss.
Master Satil, I rescued Jomar and found Leeha Nareez. She's been under the Emperor's control and needs your help. They're headed for Tython now. I also learned a high-ranking Sith named Fulminus is on the planet Voss.
That is disturbing news. Voss was discovered only recently. Its society is dangerously unbalanced. The people worship an elite group of Force users who rule with absolute authority. Despite our best efforts, Voss's government rejects the Jedi Code.
The Emperor has always taken a great interest in that world. I thought he sought to conquer it, but clearly he intends its destruction.
Go to Voss, find Lord Fulminus, and stop his plans.
This is Jomar Chul. I wanted to thank you again for saving Leeha, and I appreciate you keeping our relationship to yourself. I'm helping her recover from what happened. It's slow going, but she's making progress. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. I consider you a true friend. Jomar Chul out.
Alright guys, that wraps it up. Fallen is done. So, next up, we'll be heading over to Voss. We've got a few quests there. Then it's Corellia, and then that is it. The end of the vanilla part of the Jedi Knight storyline. So, I hope you guys are enjoying this series and my commentaries on the Jedi Knight story and the Jedi Knight storyline. And of course, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them below, and we'll go ahead and address them each one. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you next time.